Hi, my name is Allison Moore. I am a sophomore and I am going to be reviewing Paul Porter's images from Composition Part 1. I'm going to click on the first one and then I'm going to show you which ones are my favorite ones and which ones I don't like at all. This image I really liked because I liked the way it showed the sign, and you could tell that the sign was really the main focus in the image, but you could also see the background of the student center. So I really liked the way it captured it as a whole, and it personally showed the students' perception and perspective of where they are in the area, and you can tell exactly what it looks like from that area. The lighting is kind of dull, but it's still a good image overall. This wasn't one of the images I really liked. It's the lighting's cool. You can tell that the lighting is different in one place than it is in the other. In the tree, you can see that it's kind of the main subject, but you can't really tell what actually is the main subject because there's so much going on. I didn't like this picture at all. This was one of the pictures I said that I thought was weak. I don't like the lighting. The lighting is completely off. There's no good lighting, no contrast. I can't really tell what the subject is either, which I don't really like because the metal pole that's on the right side of the image kind of seems like the subject, but obviously it's not. I'm pretty sure the UK is supposed to be the subject. I just don't really like how it's offset by that metal bar, and the lighting's just not very good. It could be improved by maybe stepping in a different area or taking the picture from a different angle so that there is more lighting actually on the picture, or just taking the image at a different time of day so that more of the UK would actually be accentuated. This was also one of my favorite pictures. I always really liked the pictures that seem like they're never ending. Um, I really like the way you can just keep looking. There isn't really any object that seems like the main subject. It's really just like you're looking down a long hallway. The lighting's cool because there's light spots on the ground. You can tell it's bright outside, but you can tell that this part is shaded, the middle part's shaded. I just really liked this image, and I thought they used the design principles very well. This was one of those pictures that I also thought was pretty dull. I don't like the lighting. I like the way you can see the different colors in the pictures, like the different trees, how their leaves are different colors, but I don't really like the way the image looks. Also, not one of my favorites. I also really like this picture because I said I do like the pictures that seem like they're over long distance. The only thing I would improve about this image is maybe step forward a little bit or to the right a little bit so that that blue chair is not in it. I say this because the blue chair kind of seems like a subject in the picture when it shouldn't be. It kind of distracts the audience from actually seeing what the picture is supposed to be of, which is of the long street. No, I don't really like pictures of buildings. I like this picture a lot because of all the blue. I also really like how he captured the way the lights around the state of Kentucky show up, because I've actually seen this in person and it looks exactly like this. However, in this picture, you can tell that the lighting is accentuated in a way and the blues really stick out. I really like this image. Um, this is by far my favorite picture. I really, really like William T. Young Library is already one of those amazing architectural designed buildings to begin with, but the sign being in front of it and the flowers, the colors of the flowers are they stand out a lot because of the way that the light is shining on the flowers. It shows the library sign, it shows the actual library in the background, it shows the students. I really, really like this picture. It was one of my favorites. This was also one of my favorites. I really like the way the building is curved. It kind of has an abstract way of showing what the building looks like from the student's point of view, which I really like. Um, I don't like these pictures very much. This is one of the pictures I dislike the most, only because in Module 1, I remember you talking about how the photographers that don't really end up being successful are the ones that take pictures of things that everybody takes pictures of. And this statue is in the middle of campus and everybody's seen it. There's so many pictures of it. I don't really think this was one of the best pictures to take just because I don't know. Everybody's seen it. Everybody takes pictures of it. It seems as though the student is a tourist in a way because they're taking a picture of something that's almost like a landmark in a way because everybody knows where it is. The coloring's off too. It's just kind of a dull picture. Um, I like this picture. I like the coloring. The coloring really was the main thing that stood out in this picture. Even though the lighting, there isn't much different angles of lighting that are coming in, but you can still see the colors of the gravel, of the brick, of the green plants and everything. It just really stands out to me, and I really like it. This is not a good picture. That's kind of boring too. This picture is kind of caught my attention just because I compared it to the other picture, and although the library looks super different here, it looks the same in a way. I like the other picture a lot more because it showed a lot more, but this image is also pretty cool because it shows more of the library. But overall, I think this student completely understood the assignment. He took pictures of great things. Some of the pictures I would say improved better because of the lighting, because it's really dark, but most of the pictures had great coloring, great contrast. The lighting was very good. It showed what their subject was. Overall, I think the student did very well on this assignment, and all I would improve is the angles they take some of the pictures from, just because a different angle may be better because the lighting may be better. But that's about it, and I think that's all I have to say. Thank you.